this edition of News Leader. Today is Tuesday, February the 22nd, 2022. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, Tennessee legislators ban ranked choice voting for Tennesseans. Tullahoma City Schools receives a new grant, and Tullahoma police are taking steps to slow down speeders. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
Hi, my name's Bobby Carter, and I'm asking for your vote in the Circuit Court Judgeship of Coffee County, 2nd Division. I grew up in Tullahoma. I attended the Citadel and the University of Tennessee Law School. After that, I served my country as an officer in the United States Navy JAG Corps. Since then, I've been a trial lawyer in Coffee County for the last 25 years. I feel that I have the legal and life experiences to protect the citizens of this county over the next 8-year term. I would appreciate your vote in the May 3rd Republican primary. Thank you all.
I was skeptical about getting the COVID-19 vaccine. There are a lot of opinions being shared. But I had the chance to talk with my doctor about my concerns. He told me the vaccines are backed by decades of research, and that the vaccines are proven safe and effective. Now I'm protected and ready to put this pandemic behind us. Join the millions of Tennesseans who have decided to give COVID-19 vaccines a shot. Visit covid19.tn.gov to find an appointment today.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
Welcome back. Both chambers of the General Assembly last week approved legislation banning ranked choice or instant runoff voting in state and local elections. Ranked choice voting is a voting method in which voters rank candidates by preference. The candidate with a majority of first preference votes wins. If no candidate wins a majority of first preference votes, then the candidate with the lowest preference is eliminated and their votes are redistributed among the remaining candidates. House Bill 1868 sponsor State Representative Kevin Vaughn, Republican of Collierville, said, quote, "It is a confusing methodology of tabulating votes. The counting method is confusing and complex, creates a lack of confidence in the vote totals, and what we've heard from the constituents is keep things simple and transparent," end quote. But in cities where ranked choice voting has been used for election, polls show that the majority of voters understood the process and were satisfied with it. Both local representatives Rush Bricken and Janice Bowling voted in favor of the bill, which now heads to the governor's desk for his signature. And after these messages, we'll be right back.
I am tremendously blessed to be living at Parkview and very happy to be part of a loving and caring community.
Best thing you can say is this really a great place to live. That's all there is to it, no doubt about that.
It's your home. You just do what you would if you were at your private home. You know, we love it. It's great.
It's just like having a whole neighborhood around you, and it's fun.
It's just a great place to live.
To be honest, I was skeptical about getting the COVID-19 vaccine.
I checked what the CDC says and spoke with my doctor about the potential side effects. It definitely made me much less anxious. She told me if I have some arm pain or feel tired, that's completely normal as my body builds a defense to the virus.
I was willing to take the vaccine to protect me, my family, and my friends.
Join the millions of Tennesseans who have decided to give COVID-19 vaccines a shot. Visit covid19.tn.gov to find an appointment today.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Department of Education recently announced that 68 districts have received statewide recognition as Best for All districts for significantly investing federal COVID-19 stimulus funding to drive student achievement and improving academic outcomes. The department celebrated these districts through a statewide live stream event on Friday, February 11th. Locally, Moore County Schools was the school system selected. In this video, we learn about what their school system did with the stimulus funds.
I'm Chad Moorhead. I'm the Director of Schools in Moore County. We're a small school district located in southern Middle Tennessee and serve just under 1,000 students. Over the last several years, our local officials have worked together and made significant investments in our school facilities. Our school buildings, our administrative offices have all had extensive upgrades and renovations over the last 12 years. Locally, we've spent over $25 million upgrading our school buildings. We're fortunate, and that has allowed us to use federal funding that we've received due to the COVID pandemic to focus on student learning. Some of the items that we have budgeted for and already began in our school system are purchasing high-quality materials for our students to use. We have joined the Tennessee All-Corps, which is tutoring for our students both outside and during the school day. We provide STEAM activities for our students after the school day using these funds. We've also invested in several programs to increase learning, ACT prep programs and other programs that help our students. We've made quite an investment with our federal funding to become a Leader in Me district. This allows our students to learn leadership skills from kindergarten through 12th grade, as well as serve their social emotional needs. Moore County Schools is proud to have been designated a Best for All district. And we're able to do this by spending the majority of our funds, federal funds, towards student learning because of the local investments that have been made in our buildings. We'd like to congratulate all of the districts that have been designated the Best for All districts, and we look forward to continuing to boost our student achievement and their abilities so that they'll be college and career ready outside of school.
Hello, I'm here today to help congratulate Moore County Schools in their being named Best for All District, one of the 68 Best for All districts in the state of Tennessee. I'm Bonnie Lewis. I'm the Metro Mayor of Metropolitan Lynchburg, Moore County. I'm so proud of the teamwork, the lead team that has worked really hard to determine how to spend our ESSER funds to go toward the student achievement and addressing learning loss during the pandemic. We all know what that's done, the miraculous job that our teachers have done. So yay, Moore County. You've used the funds wisely, and I think it's going to show up in many, many ways in the future. Congratulations.
Tullahoma City Schools received exciting news as the district was awarded $10,000 in grant funds from TE Connectivity. TCS Director of Schools, Dr. Katrine Stevens, said, quote, TCS is so thankful for TE Connectivity and the commitment that they have towards supporting our teachers and students through innovative program offerings. These funds will ensure that our educators continue to have the resources they need to create unique and meaningful learning opportunities for our students, end quote. Bel Air and Jack T. Farah Elementary Schools are the largest beneficiaries, as the campuses combined to receive $4,920 in grant funds. The money that both schools receive will improve the makerspaces at both campuses. Makerspaces are learning environments constructed to enable students and members of the community to use various tools, technologies collaboratively, and materials to innovate, invent, engineer, and creatively solve real-world problems using a hands-on approach. The makerspaces at both schools will re-envision our current media center to become a more flexible and state-of-the-art multi-purpose space. These makerspaces will include multiple technologies, materials, tools, and flexible workstations. Students will be able to explore its resources and connect learning across the disciplines of science, math, the arts, reading, writing, technology, and engineering. West Middle School is the recipient of $1,500 to purchase STEM materials specifically for 8th grade students. In the grant request, author Jill Kimsey also noted that electricity and magnetism kits would be purchased, as well as chemistry, architectural, and physics kits. She also stated that West would buy items that would be beneficial in constructing robotics, including arms and hands. Tullahoma High School received $3,580 from the grant. The Technology Student Association and Robotics is the recipient of $1,080, while the Esports Club was allotted $1,000. Angela Pendergraph authored both grants and stated that both clubs would benefit significantly from the money. Both Esports and Technology Student Association compete against each other, as well as other schools, and in esports from across the nation. During esports, students work on hand-eye coordination and visual accuracy. For Technology Student Association and Robotics, students design, construct, code, and use machines to perform tasks traditionally done by humans. Students work as teammates to be creative and solve problems. TSA and robotics lay the groundwork for future careers and interests. Additionally, the Tullahoma High School Catstraw program has received $1,500 from the grant. According to Charlie Hickerson, the money the club receives will go toward the purchase of guitars for students to use during PAWS, a student activity period. Hickerson said, quote, "This will allow students to be provided an artistic mode of self-expression through music on a daily basis during the school day during pause time. Incorporating arts not only improves a student's physical and emotional growth, but it improves their emotional and social development as well," end quote. And we'll be right back with more news after these messages.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
The individuals with dementia, those with Parkinson's, those that have maybe mobility issues, need caregivers. Well, those caregivers are 24 hours a day at home, and they never get a rest. And if they have to go to work, they're kind of out of luck. So that's why Trinity came into existence 25 years ago, to allow the caregivers to have a safe center where they could put their loved ones, know they would be well cared for, stimulated, fed good nutritious meals, have activities to their level, and then the caregiver can stop by and pick them up and go on home and have some continuity into their life.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Police Department has teamed up with the Tennessee Highway Safety Office to remind Tullahoma and Tennessee drivers to slow down. Speeding is a contributing factor in 26% of all traffic fatalities in America. The Tullahoma Police Department is working to educate Tullahoma drivers about the dangers of speeding. Chief Jason Williams said, quote, "Speeding makes a crash more likely to happen because stopping distance increases. High-speed accidents are also more deadly and endangers the lives of other roadway users," end quote. According to the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, high speeds also have the following dangerous consequences. It reduces drivers' ability to negotiate curves or obstacles, increases the risk of a crash with injuries, and unfortunately, young drivers are most at risk. Tullahoma Police Department is working to reduce speeding and the associated risks. Starting in January, TPD has started an awareness campaign and saturation patrols to let drivers know, slow down, Tullahoma. Driving the speed limit will result in fewer crashes and lower driving expenses. Chief Williams added, quote, "Speeding is an issue and we want drivers to be safe and slow down. Drivers can expect to see more radar patrols and new signs as a reminder to slow down. Not only can a crash have life-changing injuries, but it can also result in expensive fines and insurance rates increases. We hope this awareness campaign combined with aggressive speeding patrols will result in less speeding," end quote. Drivers will also start to see a new speed trailer that collects data on drivers and reminds them to smile as they drive by. The IRS has prepared this video to explain how most taxpayers can use online tax programs for free if they follow just a few simple steps.
There's a good chance you can file your taxes for free. The majority of taxpayers are eligible to file their taxes for free, and most don't take advantage of this service, which means many people are leaving money on the table. With IRS Free File, you can fill out your federal income tax return online and file it for free with the IRS. Be sure to read the company's offer to see if you also qualify to file your state return for free. If your income was $73,000 or less during 2021, you're eligible to use the online software to file your taxes. It's very easy to use. The software asks you questions and guides you through the tax filing process. If your income was more than $73,000, you can use a different service, Free File Fillable Forms. Free File Fillable Forms is the online version of regular IRS paper tax forms, such as the 1040. Free File Fillable Forms lets you identify the forms, schedules, and information you'll need to complete your tax return. Make this year the year you try IRS Free File. You have nothing to lose and so much to save by e-filing your federal tax return for free. To get started, go to irs.gov/freefile.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
I got a tour and I saw all the things and I was so excited about them. And she took me to the movie theater and it had red chairs. So this is a done deal and I like it.
We have so many activities here that you just can't keep up with them all. We have exercise, we have coloring, we have crafts.
It's charming, it's attractive, it's very comfortable. It was one of the best decisions of my life.
The Bookshelf in Tullahoma is the fundraising arm of the Coffee County Literacy Council. Since 1988, the Literacy Council's goal and purpose has been to support and promote adult basic education in Coffee County. We enable individuals to complete their high school equivalency exam, which helps them get better jobs or continue into higher education. The Bookshelf at 114 Southwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma is where we sell used books, which are donated to us by the community. Come see us, bring your books to donate, and join us as you find every genre of books that you can imagine.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. News leaders John Gray recently spoke with a representative of Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency about Bill Dant's Signature Lakes program and how Tim's Ford fits into the picture.
Dennis Tomlin, and he is with the Tourism Department of the state of Tennessee.
This is a legacy honoring project where the state of Tennessee, Governor Bill Lee's office, along with the Department of Tourist Development,
TWRA, Tennessee State Parks, and the Bill Dance Organization. And we're going to honor Bill Dance's legacy and designate 18 lakes in Tennessee as Bill Dance signature lakes that are going to receive improvements above the water and below the water. So there's going to be fisheries, habitat work, stockings that the local residents are going to enjoy a better quality of fishery. And then there's going to be improvements at the state park between courtesy docks, boat ramps, parking, lighting. Your experience when you go to a Bill Dance signature lake will be world class.
All right, and Bill was a very he's a very great fisherman from this area. Timms Ford, of course, has been a destination lake for people from all over the country. I know we built cabins out there when I was in the construction side of my life. Built cabins out there and all homes all over the lake out there because people would come. Of course, they'd come from Huntsville and Chattanooga to have a vacation place, but people who didn't come here to live came here to fish because of the bass in Timms Ford. So what's going to happen to make that experience better than it's already good?
So here's what's cool is TWRA does an awesome job managing the fishery, but in this program, Bill Dance Outdoors has a group of fisheries experts as well that will work hand in hand with TWRA to make sure that the lake's fishery quality is world class. So TWRA is going to get an extra set of eyes on all the things that make the fishery great, between habitat, stocking, genetics, all that science that goes on. You know, I'm good at promotion and marketing, but we've got a group of experts, and Bill Dance Outdoors will be right beside TWRA, making sure that experience is world class. One thing I really like about this, we looked at every lake across the state. When we put a steering committee together to pick these 18 lakes, we evaluated every lake in the state, and we picked 18 lakes that can offer you a uniquely different experience. So when you look all the way in northeast Tennessee, the lake that was selected is Watauga Lake. It has a certain experience. When you look at Chickamauga in Chattanooga, you look at Dale Hollow, the historic smallmouth fishery at Dale Hollow, all the way over to Reelfoot Lake and the lakes in West Tennessee. There's going to be 18 different uniquely Bill Dance experiences that you can travel and experience, and it touches 39 counties, and 22 of those are either at risk or distressed counties where we're going to be able to put tourism and economic impact into those counties through the sport of fishing.
That's pretty exceptional. How many lakes are there in the state of Tennessee?
I want to quote 54, but don't hold me to that number. It's in the 50s.
And what does footprint? Is there a certain footprint that needs to be part of that, or I mean, like we've got Tullahoma Lake, a little bitty lake, and Avoca Lake, which is a little bitty lake. Are those counted?
If you'll look at what we selected, so we evaluated every lake, and we picked 9 large lakes and 9 small lakes. And in those 9 small lakes, primarily in our Tennessee State Parks, you've got Fall Creek Falls Lake, you've got a couple lakes at Montgomery Bell and so forth. So those are going to be family-friendly fishing experiences. They'll be managed. Some of those may be quality bluegill lakes, where you can take a young person and just sit out there, and we want you to have an above-average experience catching bluegill. So every lake and large lakes and small lakes were evaluated, and we wound up with 9 large lakes and 9 small lakes.
What's the time frame on some of this stuff?
So around, right now, tentatively around the middle of this year, around June, July, we'll start some consumer marketing. We made the announcement in December that we're going down this road. Some of our lakes are quicker to be online. Some will take up to 24 months to be online. So we're going to roll this thing out. Consumer marketing will start around July, telling the consumers to come and experience all that the Bill Dance Signature Lakes has to offer. You can follow us at BillDanceSignatureLakes.com. We're keeping updates on that website, BillDanceSignatureLakes.com.
Okay.
And we'll keep our updates there, but you'll start seeing some promotion around the middle of this year, encouraging travel.
But I guess my question is, the work is already being done?
The work is being done as we speak.
Like the lighting and the parking and the underwater things that need to be done, that's already in process.
It's in process. All of that's in process. Different ramps and different docks are in different stages, but all of that work is in process.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
We've been working behind the scenes for about the last 18 months, getting things going, which led to the announcement date, and now we're public facing.
Ready to roll it out.
We've been rolling for 18 months to 2 years
good for you.
behind the scenes, getting this thing ready.
And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Sharon Woodard to tell us about next weekend's Miss Tullahoma pageant. Jerry Harris will stop by and talk about the upcoming walking horse show season. All that and more on this week's Living. And stay with us, we're going to have your weather forecast right after these messages.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Hi, my name's Bobby Carter, and I'm asking for your vote in the Circuit Court Judgeship of Coffee County, 2nd Division. I grew up in Tullahoma. I attended the Citadel and the University of Tennessee Law School. After that, I served my country as an officer in the United States Navy JAG Corps. Since then, I've been a trial lawyer in Coffee County for the last 25 years. I feel that I have the legal and life experiences to protect the citizens of this county over the next 8-year term. I would appreciate your vote in the May 3rd Republican primary. Thank y'all.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails. Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 1980 at 74 degrees. The record low was in 1963 at 0 degrees. Average high for this day is 54, and the average low is 33. Heavy rain expected for tonight with a low of 48. Clearing out for Wednesday with a high of 59 and a low of 46, and the rain comes back for Thursday with a high of 69 and a low of 38. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe and have a great evening.